The Chosen One's Journey by DragonWolf12. Brock casually plucked Ash's Pokédex from her fingers and used it to scan his 3 Safari Balls: Execute, Skarmory, and Magnemite. You captured a Skarmory? Ash asked. Nice! They're usually only found in Johto. Yeah, I was surprised when I saw it, Brock responded. Misty finally snapped back to her senses. Hey, I wasn't finished with that, she said angrily, swiping the Pokédex back from Brock. If you break that, you're paying for it, Ash said. Misty ignored him and continued to scan her Safari Balls: Tentacool, Poliwag, and Ponyta. Do you mean you actually caught a fire type? Brock asked incredulously. Yeah, she was so cute, Misty replied. She just came up and started nuzzling against me. Were you able to touch her mane? Ash asked, curious. Yeah, of course, Misty said. Then it's all good. If she didn't like you, her flaming mane would have burned your hand, Ash explained. Misty nodded thoughtfully, handing his Pokédex back to him. Ash scanned his own 4 captures. Scyther, the Mantis Pokémon. Scyther is blindingly fast. Its blazing speed enhances the effectiveness of the twin scythes on its forearms. This Pokémon's scythes are so effective they can slice through thick logs in one wicked stroke. This Scyther is male and has the ability Swarm. He knows the moves Quick Attack, Agility, Slash, and Fury Cutter. This Scyther also possesses the egg move Bug Buzz, but it has not been unlocked yet. Growlithe, the puppy Pokémon. Growlithe has a superb sense of smell. Once it smells anything, this Pokémon won't forget the scent no matter what. It uses its advanced olfactory sense to determine the emotions of other living things. This Growlithe is male and has the ability Flash Fire. He knows the moves Bite, Roar, Ember, and Odor Sleuth. This Growlithe also possesses the egg move Close Combat, but it has not been unlocked yet. Bagon, the Rockhead Pokémon. Bagon dreams of being able to fly through the air. When frustrated from not flying, Bagon uses its head to smash rocks into powder. This Bagon is male and has the ability Rockhead. He knows the moves Headbutt, Bite, Leer, and Rage. He also possesses the egg move Hydro Pump, but it has not been unlocked yet. Eevee, the Evolution Pokémon. Eevee is a unique Pokémon that can adapt to its environment by changing its form and abilities when evolving. This Eevee is male and has the ability Adaptability. He knows the moves Helping Hand, Tackle, Sand Attack, and Quick Attack. He also possesses the egg move Detect, but it has not been unlocked yet. How on earth did you catch a Bagon? Misty asked in awe. Ash explained about his 4 captures. Finally, Brock said, I don't even know what to say to that. It's probably best that we don't, Misty said. Ash laughed. Come on, guys, let's get going. They made their way back to the entrance. Jenny looked up from her magazine as they walked in. Back already? She asked. At their nod, she continued. Alright, hand me your Safari Balls, and I'll have the Pokemon transferred into normal Pokeballs. They did, and within 15 minutes, were each holding their new Pokeballs. Oh no, said Misty. I just realized that I have 10 Pokemon now. I'm over the limit, and I don't want to send any to the Cerulean Gym. Ash, who was in the process of sending 4 of his Pokemon back to the ranch, looked up at her. Why don't you call Professor Oak and request a gym leader Pokédex linked to his lab? He suggested. Misty beamed at him before hurrying over to the video phone. Ash finished rearranging his team before wandering over to Misty. I'd be happy to, Oak was saying over the phone. If you'll just send me 4 Pokemon along with a copy of your trainer ID, I can have a brand new Pokédex linked to you and sent within the week. Thank you so much, Professor Oak, Misty said. She hurried to do as he asked. Ash stepped up. So, where can we expect to receive it, Professor? He asked. Ah, Ash. Well, I'll just send it to the Poké Center near Grandpa Canyon, so make sure you stop there on your travels, Oak said. Until then, any Pokemon you capture, Misty, will remain locked until you can get to a phone to send it to me. I understand, Professor, and thank you, Misty replied. You're very welcome, Oak said. If that's all, then goodbye for now. He hung up. Misty placed the phone back on the hook. She'd sent Oak her Starmie, Seadra, Vaporeon, and Goldeen. She was confident that Ash's Pokemon would keep an eye on them and make sure everything went smoothly. Hello, welcome to my Pokemon Center, Nurse Joy greeted. How may I help you? Can you check our Pokemon, Nurse Joy? Ash asked, holding up a tray with 7 Pokeballs and a Pikachu. Misty and Brock stood behind him with trays of their own. "That's my job," she said with a smile. Ash could sense that she truly enjoyed her job, but it could sometimes be a bit stressful. She pressed a button on her desk, and a Chansey came out of the back room pushing a cart. Ash placed his tray on the top level since Pikachu was sitting there, while Brock and Misty slid their trays onto the next 2 shelves. "I'll have them ready for you in a couple of hours," the nurse said. Before she could follow her Pokemon, Misty asked, "Nurse Joy, is there a package here from Professor Oak? My name is Misty Waterflower." "Yes, there is," Joy responded, grabbing a box from underneath the counter. "Can I just see your trainer ID?" Misty handed her ID over, and the nurse double-checked that the names matched before handing both to Misty. "There you go, you're all set," she said, before following the Chansey into the back. Misty wasted no time in ripping open the box and pulling out a brand new Pokédex. Already knowing basically how they work from watching Ash, she put it into her pocket, resolving to read the directions later. "I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hungry," Ash said. "Me too," Brock said. "I could go for some lunch," Misty said. Together, they went to the cafeteria and loaded up a few trays of food. "So, what's the next gym?" Ash asked. "Well, normally I'd say Viridian Gym, but that's recently been reserved for trainers that have 7 badges already," Brock said. "Why don't we head to Cinnabar Island?" Misty suggested. "It's a fire-type gym." "Sounds good to me," Ash said, as he glanced around, examining all of the other trainers. "Is it just me, or are there a lot of trainers with pickaxes around?" he asked. They glanced around. "That's odd," Brock commented. "I wonder what they're all doing," Misty questioned. "Hey!" Ash stopped a trainer who was passing by their table. "What's with all the pickaxes?" "Haven't you heard?" he asked. "They've discovered Pokemon fossils in Grandpa Canyon. They're hiring trainers to help dig them up, and you get to keep one of the fossils you dig up." "Good to know, thanks," Ash said, turning back to his friends. "What do you think?" he asked. "Sounds interesting," Misty said. "Let's go check it out. Most fossil Pokemon are rock types," Brock said. "Okay, we can head out once Nurse Joy is finished with our Pokemon," Ash said.